My name is Kay Joof, and I'm the course instructor of the Bookkeeping Mastery course on bookkeepertesting.com. I'm going to take you through a rundown of what's in the course so you know what to expect when you sign up. The very first section of the course is getting started with bookkeeping. So I'm going to show you how to move through the course. So you're going to want to watch that first. And the second piece of this section is concept documents to download first. This is a very important step because there are a lot of downloadable documents here that you'll want to maybe print out some of them and maybe just have them accessible to you so you can follow through. One of the items in this section is the desktop guide that's on Amazon for $49.99. So you'll want to make sure that you get that because that's a free copy for you, the PDF version. The only issue with that is you'll need to print it out if you want something solid to write on and mark up. Now, the second section here was added just for the full pay option. So if you're paying in full rather than doing the to-pay option, this is going to be the second module for you. And I've added this here so that way people that need that pricing tool right away, because maybe they're already getting clients or already have clients and they need to price things better and understand the intricacies of pricing, I put that up front so that way they don't have to go through all of the testing to get to that pricing tool. The next section is when we start getting into actual learning in bookkeeping. So learning the concepts. This is a rundown of everything that you're going to learn if you go and take like a bookkeeping certification exam. I do go through all of the major concepts here. So learning the concepts will actually give you a really great foundation for learning US generally accepted accounting principles. So we dive into prepaids, accruals, inventory methods, depreciation methods, all kinds of things. And then we do some deep dives into those topics. So the next section is going to be starting with a client full cycle walkthrough. So this is for just kind of showing you the whole process of bookkeeping for a basic client. So setting up the chart of accounts, doing all the various reconciliations, making sure the P&L is correct, and a lot of different elements that go into actually servicing a client on a monthly basis. The next section is skills and practice data. So this is thrown in there to kind of like give you a little bit of practice, and I show you how to use this section as well so that you can play around in your own accounting system for free and you can kind of see how it all works together as a bookkeeper. Now, this next section is accounting setup and strategy. So, really just kind of diving into the chart of accounts and then strategizing a full year of cleanup, catch up for a client. So, this would be a project and just kind of showing you how to structure that project and what you want to do and what you want to look. So now in the course, we're diving into some of the sectors that are usually siloed. So we've got accounts receivable processes where we take you through uploading customers, invoices, creating payments with payment processing fees, and doing a lot of various AR tasks and managing AR. Now, the accounts payable processes section is similar where we're siloing that because it's a very unique area. There's a lot that goes into managing AP for a client. So if your client's not doing it themselves, you might have to be doing these things. So you want to make sure that you're doing them right. You want to know how to determine 1099 eligibility by looking at a W-9 and then tracking those things. You want to understand some internal controls for processing bills. And of course, there's the basics like setting up vendors, creating bills, vendor credits, and things like that. So this section is a little bit more unique in that I have this section called vendor management forms and templates. This is where I'm going to go into kind of how to talk to vendors if there's issues where they're not receiving payment, there's cash flow issues, things like this. So this section will really help you if you're struggling to manage vendors for your client. In this next siloed section, we've got banks, credit cards, and payment processors. So I've got various accounts that we're looking at in this section, including Stripe and PayPal, as well as uploading bank transactions or credit card transactions if for some reason you cannot connect the bank or credit card to your accounting system. And all of this is using QuickBooks Online as an example because it's the most popular small business system being used. So, in this section, you're going to have all kinds of different things, including in transit accounts. If the owner actually pays with a personal card or a personal account, I show you here how to manage those. Now, this next section, I'm going into reviewing, adjusting, reporting, and closing. So, this is like the whole shebang, how to close the books, making sure you have your adjustments in correctly, prepaids, accruals, making sure that you understand when to record deferred revenue and when not to, and then various different things that you're going to have to do to make sure that the books are tidy and closed. Every month I do close. Some people don't close all year. Some people have never closed. I teach a monthly close and I teach how to review and adjust for a monthly close because the bigger clients are going to require that. After this section, we're actually getting into advanced items and deep dives. This is all the other things that I want you guys to know that are mostly accountant level tasks. So we have a lot of different things going on here, like recording and mapping payroll entries. We've got intercompany accounts, due to from accounts that are not everybody knows, especially right off the bat. We've got loans, leases, amortization schedules, as well as templates. And I also show you how to set up new assets and dispose of assets here, along with a bunch of other goodies in this section. Now, this next section I've added for running your bookkeeping business. So, after you know the skill of bookkeeping, that's when this is going to come into play. So, you're going to want to make sure your systems and tools are set up correctly. Make sure you have a strategy or at least an idea of how to price your services and market your services to get clients. So, we've got a lot of different goodies in here and tools. This is also where we have the pricing tool, the official pricing tool, as well as should you be on cash or accrual, what the difference is to you as a bookkeeper, as a service provider. We also have a few extra documents here that might help you out as well. Now, once you're through all that, we also have this extra webinars slash sessions here where I just kind of add extra goodies as they come up. I don't test for this section because it's not necessary. It's just extra knowledge that you get to have. I do add to the course as I go. So if I find something new to add, to the course that I think is helpful for everybody, then this is likely where it will go, unless it's a more in depth explanation, which then will go up in the advanced items and deep dives section. So then we have your final tests, and you have to pass tests, both of them, to be able to get your student seal. This is basically your I got through this course. I have at least the knowledge to pass the tests. I have an understanding that these are all the complex and sometimes basic issues that I'm going to need to know how to handle. And I have the resources here to handle them properly. So, with the student seal, if you're proud of getting through the course, which I believe you should be, I recommend posting the student seal as something extra to show clients that you've done the work to learn what you need to learn to help them properly. So you can post it on social media, on your website, you name it. But you can't get to this until you pass those final tests. So make sure you do that part. That concludes the walkthrough of the Bookkeeping Mastery course. Check it out if you feel like this is something that you feel like you need. If you're a beginner bookkeeper, it's great for you. If you're an advanced bookkeeper, it's also great for you if you see elements in the course that you're not familiar with. And don't forget that once you join the Bookkeeping Mastery course, either the full pay option or the to pay option, you can also join the bookkeeping students only Facebook group called Elite Bookkeepers. You can't join until you sign up for the mastery course, either option. So make sure you utilize that because we have students in there that are asking questions about the schoolwork, but also client work. So I do personally make sure that I maintain good communication and I'm consistently in that group to help students that need it.